Hey everyone, so today I'm just going to do a really simple sort of coverage makeup sort of thing. I'm not going to do any powder. I'm just going to sort of mix my two foundations because one of them is too light and one of them is too dark. Or more like it's BB cream, not foundation. BB cream is basically a tinted moisturizer, and yeah. So the two products I'm gonna use is BB cream from White Signity called, I don't know, I guess the company is called White Signity, but it's just called Tinted Sun Lotion. And the next one is called, Le Civet. I don't really know how to pronounce that. It's from Paris or something like that, or I really don't know. And it's an anti-blemish balm, perfect control BB cream. So yeah, anyways, and the little tools we're going to use is a foundation brush and a damp sponge. Basically the damp sponge, I just dipped it in, or sort of soaked it in water and squeezed all the water out, and the sponge would still be damp. And make sure you don't start ripping it because it rips off really easily, and it'll sort of make little weird stuff on your sponge. So first off, we're going to start off with the White Signity BB cream. I'm going to apply it about 1 squirt on my hand. I'm sure this is a bit too much, but I'd rather have a bit lighter face than darker. And now I'm going to mix it with this BB cream, and I'm only going to put a little bit of this. And this one is a bit thick, so I'm trying not to use a lot of it. So I just got about that much. And now we're going to take a foundation brush, and we're just going to mix the two colors together. And use whatever's on your brush and just sort of apply it where you need it. Now, after you've sort of applied, take your fingers and apply the rest of the BB cream on your face. Now we're going to take our fingers and sort of rub it in. And never forget the hairline, because it's the most important spot. Now once I've done that, I'm actually going to take a little bit more of the darker BB cream. And I'm going to take some and apply it where I need concealing. I'm using a bit darker color because my dark circles tend to be a bit too dark, and if I do a darker color, it sort of blends in more easily with my lighter foundation, or the mixed foundation I put. And sort of on the bridge of your nose type of area, your inner corners. And don't worry if there's lines or marks, that is what the sponge is going to be for. And we're going to just take the rest and sort of conceal our face. And once you sort of contoured and, or not contoured, but applied your BB cream or foundation, never forget your eyelids. We're going to take the damp sponge, and we're going to take the longest side, which is this side, and we're just going to lightly tap it on top to give a sort of moisturized feeling and sort of keep the foundation in place. Especially for dry skinned people like me, this is a very good technique to sort of lightly set your makeup and moisturize your face at the same time. I would say I use this technique almost every day. And it makes your makeup look sort of not translucent but lighter, and just looks very natural. Don't forget your nose and your eyes. And now, if you guys are wondering, for the powder, I said I wasn't going to do any powder, but I'm just going to do some anyways. Okay. So what I'm using is from Physicans formula. It's called Creamy Natural, and it's a pressed powder palette. And it looks like this. I'm just going to take my damp sponge, or more like, I have two different blush brushes. There's one very big fluffy brush and one very small sort of compacted brush. I can both use them for blush or powder foundation, or any foundation. But I'm going to choose the smaller brush today. Ooh. Just going to lightly sweep some on, sort of top off the excess, and I'm going to lightly sweep all across my face in a zigzag motion. I'm going to take some more, and I'm going to sweep on the other side. And I'm just going to keep on repeating this process until I complete my whole entire face. And if you guys want to sort of follow how I do this side, and then I do the other side, I do my cheeks, and then I do my forehead. And I actually do my forehead twice. I sort of just pressed it down for my forehead, because my forehead is such a large space. And I sort of twirl it around again, and I go down the bridge of the nose and the rest of the areas that I haven't done And that's it for the face, except I do the damp sponge process one more time. And instead of like pressing, I just lightly dab the sponge. Because if you notice, foundation or powder or pressed or mineralized foundation, it sort of leaves your face really, really dry, or for me it does. So if I add a little layer of damp sponge sort of technique on it, it lasts a bit longer for me, and it just looks a bit more natural than what it normally would last. So yeah, this is it. And yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Comment, subscribe, and all that. And bye.